Do you have more chances to survive an aircraft accident by flying in a Cirrus? What do you think? Welcome to my aviation channel. I'm Pablo with Aldebaran Aviation, and today we'll review CAPS, the Cirrus Aircraft Parachute System. Well, what is CAPS? CAPS stands for the Cirrus Airframe Parachute System. It consists of a ballistic rocket-fired parachute that extracts a large round parachute attached to the airframe. The rocket ensures that the parachute will deploy successfully despite the attitude of the airframe in flight, such as spin or while inverted. Wow! Did you see the video on the right? The aircraft crashed, but the occupants left the aircraft working as normal. This parachute system achieved certification in October 1998, and the goal of this parachute system is to be employed in the survival of the crew and passengers, and not necessarily the prevention of damage to the airframe. In simple words, give pilot and passengers a way out in the worst-case scenario. This development contributed to change the safety standard in private aviation. Cirrus owners were inducted to the National Aviation Hall of Fame, receiving an Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year for manufacturing, and won additional awards because of these and other developments. Having a system in place that will allow you to save your life in case of an aircraft accident may be extremely worth it. But is this something that happens often? Is it worth it to pay extra for this device? Let's review some numbers. Cirrus had 115 CAPS events as of October 27, 2020. Of those activations, 100 deployments are considered saves, that involve 203 survivors with 1 fatality. There were 15 fatalities after activating the parachute, but Cirrus considered that these were not under Cirrus parameters because they were activated at too high speed or low altitude. When the aircraft was flying above 1,000 feet and at an airspeed slower than 200 knots, 100% of people survive. I think that's a good record. Out of these not CAPS saves, the majority of the cases where the occupant didn't survive was when they were flying at a low altitude, and obviously the effectiveness of any kind of parachute at low altitude will be minimal. Cirrus has reduced the fatal accident rate if you compare it against general aviation, according to COPA. A big part of this is the parachute technology available on the plane, but it's impossible to achieve these numbers without a good training program on how to use this device. If you're a Cirrus owner, it's highly recommended to go through the CAPS training so you know how to use it and the right moment to pull the trigger. Before you leave, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Is it worth it to pay extra for having this parachute in your aircraft? And why do you think other aircraft manufacturers didn't come up with a similar safety solution? Well, that's all for today. Feel free to send us an email if you have any questions about Cirrus. We're happy to help you buying or selling a Cirrus. Have a wonderful day.